eBay returns suck. I get it. It's more work, it's more cost, it's harder for small businesses to absorb the cost. I totally get it. But in today's video, I'm going to walk you through just everything you need to know about eBay to return to be able to make the decision for your business and how to make the financial decision for your business. Because at the end of the day, it comes down to the numbers and if you're going to actually make money. So obviously there's a cost in returning the items and paying for the return, but eBay gives us a discount and there's a whole bunch of other things that you need to consider in figuring it out. And I'm going to walk you through step by step how to do that. Hey friends, if I am speaking too quickly for you, do feel free to slow me down. You can click up here on your YouTube screen, scroll all the way down to playback speed and put me on the speed that is most comfortable for you. Now let's get back to it. So the first thing, if you're wondering what are free returns, free returns means that buyers on eBay can purchase your item and they can return it. The free part is us as the seller, we are paying that shipping for the return. So that is where it's coming out of our small business cost. I'm going to get into the financials behind this and how to look at your numbers and figure out if you are actually losing money, because my guess is you're probably not. It's just something that we don't want to do. Before we get into the financials though, I'm going to give you all of the information about free returns so that you can decide if it's right for you. The very first thing that you have to consider when deciding on free returns is it's industry standard. It's just what it is, whether you agree or not, or you want to do it or not. Take in the facts and figure out if it's right for your business, taking out your feelings and your emotions out of it. Think about it as a business. It is an industry standard. E-commerce, most, if not every platform that you're going to be buying on, not just talking reselling, but if you go to Walmart or Target or Amazon, there's free returns. And yes, it's harder for us as a small business to absorb some of those costs, and we're going to get into that, so stick with me, but it is harder for us to absorb the cost. However, this is what buyers are wanting, and eBay knows that, and that is why eBay pushes for it. Whether you agree or not, we're just looking at the facts now. And eBay pushes it, and here's why. They recently said on one of their Facebook posts, eBay for Business, definitely follow, great information over there, but 80% of buyers are checking their return policy before they are buying. So not as only industry standard, eBay is pushing it because 80% of buyers are interested in the return policy. They want to provide a good experience and they want buyers to come back to eBay. Because of this, they push sellers who have a return. And there's two reasons for this. One, if you have free returns, your items can now become Top Rated Seller Plus. I will link a video up here that goes more into Top Rated Seller Plus program. I'll also link the documentation strictly from eBay. The purpose of this video is not about Top Rated Seller Plus. However, if you do have free returns, eBay does have programs that they say, hey, if you do these things, we are going to give you more exposure because we know that our buyers want them. 80% of buyers are considering this when they are making a purchase. The other reason it's getting you more exposure is, let's go ahead and take a look on eBay. I just did a quick search for women's jeans. Obviously, there's going to be a gazillion that come up, but 1.9 million women's jeans on eBay. Most likely people are going to be searching and filtering this down. But for the sake of this video, I just want to show you what happens when you do have free returns. Women's jeans, your competition right now is 1.9 million women's jeans. As a buyer, how are they deciding what they're going to buy? They are clicking on something over here on the left. They're probably clicking on multiple items, which is why you should have item specifics and various other things. Again, not the purpose of this video, but check out some of my other videos. If you click on here, you can see all the way at the bottom, people are coming down and clicking on free returns. And I will say, as a buyer on eBay, I click on free returns. I want to know that if they don't fit, if I don't like them, if they're a different color, if something, I change my mind, which as a buyer, that's my right, especially because that's a culture that online selling has created, that we can do that as a buyer. If I want to change my mind, I am only buying as a buyer free returns. And you can see that filtered down. Now my competition is only about 500,000, a little over 500,000. That filtered down. So now my competition is less. And if you don't have free returns, you are no longer being shown in the search engine. It's not because eBay prefers you. It's not because eBay doesn't like you. It's because buyers' behavior, they are searching for free returns. Now, does this mean you have to do it? No, but I want you to take into consideration all of these things, and then we're going to look at the financials behind it to really look at if it's worth it for you. This goes into your competition as well, friends. Your competition, if they are offering free returns, so let's look at the women's thing. There's 1.9 million pairs of jeans. But if I can filter it down to free returns and I get the same item, one has free returns and one doesn't have free returns, as a buyer, I am picking the one with free returns. Now, if you are selling in a category where you're the only one out there, it's not right for you. If you're selling in a category where none of your competition offers free returns, then maybe you don't have to do it. But these are things that you need to consider. Instead of doing a blanket statement of everybody has to do free returns, I want to tell you the facts behind free returns so that you can make the decision for you. And this goes into the financials of it. Can you actually continue to make money? I've mentioned in lots of videos, I'll link a video up here about how margins are getting slimmer because of the economy and because of saturation in the lots of different reasons. Margins are getting slimmer. And so is offering free returns going to slim your margins? Let's look at the math. So stay with me, friends. I put it into a spreadsheet. I'm going to walk you through step by step what is happening. If you are a YouTube Gold member, I will put this in the Gold member on YouTube, the link to it, and you can have this spreadsheet so you can put in all of your numbers. If you're not a Gold member, you can probably create this or just do the math along with me to figure out if it is right for you. So what's happening here? My total sales. These are my numbers. Obviously, you can go in and do your numbers to figure out if it's right for you. Part of why it works for me is because I sell women's fashion. My shipping costs are low. If your average shipping cost is like $50, then maybe it's not right for you. But also, if your average shipping cost is $50, my guess is most other of your competition in your category is not offering it, right? So my total sales, I just took average $6,000. If you are a Gold member, any of the cells that are gray, those are ones that you can go in and edit with your numbers, and then the calculations were filtered through. So $6,000. My fees, because I sell in women's fashion, now just your valuation fees, this doesn't take into account if you do promoted listings and other things. This is just your final valuation fee, 15%. My total fees then are $900. Again, this is not, the purpose of this video is not telling you all the fees because there are different things that go into this. I'm saying just simply my fees because as a top rated seller plus listing, so if you have a listing and you are out for free returns and you hit all of the other metrics, like I said, I'm going to link it down below, they being eBay, will give you a 10% discount off of your fees. So you calculate your fees first and then you take that discount. So I'm getting $90 back on every single item that I sell. Now, I have a 5% return rate, 5 to 6% depending on the month return rate. This is pretty high for returns because I'm in women's fashion. Most other categories are probably going to be a little bit lower. So at most, 5% of my $6,000 are getting returned. That averages about 9 returns a month. What does that look like from a shipping cost standpoint? My average shipping cost, I went through and looked at my shipping labels. My average shipping cost for a month is about $5.95. Now, this is going to cost me $54.09 for me to pay for people to return their listings. Yes, it's $54 coming out of my bottom line, but what does that mean compared to all of the money that I'm making back in that fee discount? And my difference is $35. So even though I offer free returns, even though I'm paying to get those returns back, even though I'm in women's fashion and my return rates are probably one of the highest return rates on eBay because simply of the market that I'm choosing to sell in, I am still making $35. I am having higher sales because of it, because my competition, when people are filtering, I'm providing good customer service. I am not saying this is right for everybody, but I want you to think about the facts and look at your numbers and let me know down below if it's right for you and other things that you might be considering.